better. Right, so if we follow the trail of breadcrumbs, we can see it's been leaking boost out of here. Right, so I think that's where my noise is coming from. This hose clamp wasn't very tight either. So I just took this off to get a wee look. See, I'm still waiting on Jem coming back to us. They sent me some pictures. I went back to him and says, right, is that filters? And he's not come back to me yet. That was this morning, so I think that seal's had it. You can see it's got a flat bit there, so I'm alright with that. This seemed quite soft, but I wonder if it's just been trapped there. You can see it there. I think I'll take a seal out of there and see, have a good look at it. Right, so I think what's been happened is when the forced that on, it's probably twisted that seal. So it looked okay when I took it back off, but it's maybe just untwisted because once I've taken it off, it's meant to be a round O-ring, you know, that goes onto there. So look at it, it's not very good. So you can just tell just by looking, you can see the mark on it. So I'll need to put that back on for now, just so as I can make the car mobile. I think well we've got it off because my torch, because my battery's too flat. Give it all a clean and see, you know, rubber hoses do not like all that oil on them. So down the bank looks dry, so that's good. In the middle of the V looks dry anyway, so I couldn't get the light to come back on it. It is. Right, big thanks to David and George up at Gem4 before. Independent Land Rover specialists there. They're way up in Falkirk, but so we'd priced this seal from them. And they said it was in stock. We phoned up the Land Rover dealer, which is in Motherwell, it's closer to us, plus they delivered the main dealer. They said, yeah, we'll deliver it out Monday, mate. Not a problem, thank you. Should expect the part Monday. However, the part did not arrive on Monday. Phoned them on end of play on Monday and just says, look, this part's not arrived. They said, oh, I'll phone back in the morning, we'll need to see what's happened there. Phoned back in the morning, they said, aye, the parts, it's in stock, it's definitely here, we've no idea what's happened. I said, can I pick the part up? They said, yes, as long as you're here before 5 o'clock, mate. I said, not a problem, I'll be there for definitely before 5, and I believe I was there for 10 to 4, and at 10 to 5 I walked out of the building without the seal, with no apology. They just left me in the showroom basically for a good half hour, wandering about. So we've got it out, but absolute shambles. Phil Licker's Land Rover. Right, so I've cleaned all of this area up here, put the flash on. So I've cleaned it as best I can with just compressed air and some brake cleaner, which evaporates really quickly. So I don't see nothing wet down in the V. It was just seemed to be all down here. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with this, and it's just been that seal. That's rather expensive. I think it's time you put the VAT on it. I think it's up over £500. So we've cleaned all of that. We've cleaned all the gunk that was on it, you know. So I think it's been leaking for quite a while, and we can see that seal there. It just doesn't look very good, to be honest with you. There was a wee mark on it, I'm sure, somewhere, you know. But when we compare it, so look at how the shape of that seal is, right? And then we look at that one, you know, it's a nice circle, that one. So this one's kind of knackered, I think now. I think it's probably been, I think that's a wee mark on it just there. So I think it's been twisted at some point. So we'll fit this new seal, put a bit of grease on it so we don't twist it when we put that on. But there you go, so we'll crack on in a minute. Right, so I've fitted all that back in and cleaned it all, so we're just going to run it and see what it does. So we've never had any red light of death on it, but obviously we found that oil, so we can see it's all spraying down there. So you can see it's wet down there, so hopefully that's nothing to do with the ace pump. Ace fluid this side. It's on the minimum, but it's kind of on the minimum. Maybe it is that leaking. You keep an eye on that. I think that front, I don't think that one's too difficult. I've never done it, but I don't think that one's too difficult. Might be wrong, but I need to get some cold climate costume clothing. I'm surprised there's no message on it actually. Well, it comes up and tells you when that's low. Anyway, we'll crack on, we'll get it running. I'm going to leave the beauty cover off it just now, just leave that up there. We'll run this thing and see how it goes there. I can't believe, you know, the saga that it turned into for one seal. You know, I just can't believe that. It was, you know, meant to be coming on Monday. It was never coming on Monday. I don't even think we've got the thing. So, there you go. Right, so, obviously I cleaned all of that yesterday, the other day, whenever it was. It doesn't look like there's anything else coming out it, so It's all sprayed down here. Obviously I've cleaned everything, spotless. Yeah, so that seems good, so I'm gonna put this back together for the guy, because that'll just end up chaffing. I'll rub on there, I'll rub on that bracket and I'll just whiff it. So I've got 2 new old stock Land Rover bolts, and they are quite difficult to get these, but I'm not an animal, so I don't like ruining people's cars when it can be avoided. So I still not had the red light of death on it, but yeah, here we are. So I don't know why all the foam's off of this side. I don't see any oils, but the foam's definitely missing for this side. The jar doesn't look like it's been touched. Right, so there's a fuel rail or anything like that, so I don't think this side's been off. Just this clamp here, we'll accept, which they haven't replaced. It's an old clamp, you can tell how dirty it is. Right, okie doke. Cool, pretty cool at the moment. Right, we'll see if we can get these bolts on. Right. It's definitely difficult, this. Unless the guy stripped it or something. Can I get the bolts in it? Oh no, he's just been lazy. So it is tight with all these wires and all that. But if you persevere, you know, he's probably dropped them. Probably looking at his car and years to come for a strange rattle. This one's even more difficult because you can hardly see it. Nope. Might be started on that one. Right, so I've got the 2 bolts started. Right, so that is all you get on it. Oh. A road rage on a Friday never happens. This guy's a paramedic. So he probably is his busiest day, a Friday in Scotland. So that is very slow, but you must put them back. So that is difficult, but not unachievable. Right, so nobody wants to watch this bolt turning the quarter turn in, so we'll leave it at that. I'll come back when it's tight, okay guys? So, got the bloody bolts in. I'm all cut to bits, honestly. Look at this. Right, but the guy's a paramedic, so he'll patch me up when he comes in, right? Unfortunately, I dropped the socket. So I've started it up, right? I've put the suspension up. You can see it, right? You guys might not be able to see it, but I can see it. It is the way up there. It's stuck on the back of the engine somehow or another. So I'll need to get a long magnet and see if I can get that out of there. Don't know if you guys can see it, but it is in there. Shiny bit of metal, I can see it. My snap-on one to God, quarter drive. Why do I say I'm going to do these things? I didn't even need to touch these bolts. This was somebody else's mistake. It's not even a mistake, they just didn't do it. So now, I'm fighting a Land Rover again. Right, I managed to move it, but you see in there, just down there, the shininess of the snap-on. So let's just see. Hopefully, man. Right, stay in there. Hopefully. There's my other snap-on. Don't let me down, snap-on. Hey, ready to go. Come on. Oh no! No! No, it's in that cover. Right. Let's see if we can take a bolt look. God damn you. Guys, right, welcome back. So this is an L320 rangerover sport. So we've hopefully fixed whatever the red light of death was for. You can see all the shoots up there. I don't like that. I don't like that. You can see all that shoots everywhere. I don't like it. I don't like it. You look at the bushes, so they only done as well. So anyway, we're doing this wheel bearing right, so it's a bolt-on thing. See the backing plate's missing as well. So one on the other side, nah, it's missing as well. So I wish I'd have spotted that, to be honest with you. I wish I'd known that, because we could have probably got them and done it for the wheel bearing. So look at all that crustacean, man. So I need to get these bolts out of there. So we've got 4 bolts, I think. So we've got new wheel bearing here. Sure, it comes with new bolts they normally do. Let's see, hold on. You can see the blackness out. So, not sure. See any new bolts fit, but yeah, that's garbage, isn't it? That's garbage, I would like new bolts. Anyway, we'll clean all these bolts up. We'll put a bit of Loctite or something on them, but we're going to get a wire wheel into them now, man. Jesus, eh? So somebody just did the brakes on it, eh? Could probably be doing my new carrier bolts, to be honest with you. They're getting a bit rusty. I had a wee issue with the top one, so what I ended up doing was putting, where'd it go? Where'd you go? Oh, I've lost it. It must be on the flare or something. So, but I ended up putting a 381 one, brand new. It was stepped in. Never been used, the 381, 20mm 38. Never used that. So it was a Halford run as well. So there you go, good stuff, eh? So right, we'll clean all these bolts up. We'll soak them, and we'll maybe go and start working on the rear. Right, so hopefully that is all cleaned up enough. ABS sensor, we've not touched that, so that's just all the metal filings for cleaning. So we should be there. We should be there now. So let's see if the new wheel bearing will fit on and we get it all topped up, all tickety boo. Right, no idea what happened there, but the new wheel bearing is on, all topped up. So I just need to put the brake carrier back on it, build the pads and this back up, put the wheel on. We'll top that when it's down the ground, and we'll move on to these rear flexes now. So the wheel bearing man knackered, pretty knackered, solid now, like. I've put it through some vigorous tests trying to get that off, I tell you. So I didn't 40 bits anyway, that's for sure. So it's made of strong stuff, that, old Land Rovers. So we'll crack on now with the rest of this, man. It's been a bit of a fight, that, to be honest with you. You just it's never coming off quick, that, like, man. No chance, no amount of rust that was on it. So Titanic rust, we call that. So nah, it's not too bad, this one, to be honest with you. It's been shoots, but to be honest, I wish they'd have left it. To be honest with you. Wax oil, man, I don't know why nobody wax oils nothing anymore. Wax oil, you can wash it off and you can check the condition of the car, and then you can wax oil it again, man. Once the chute's on, it's on. You know, there's no getting rid of it, man, so I don't like chutes. So there was actually one other interesting thing. Well, I was giving it my best steady haul with a Land Rover chisel. I heard something falling out the car, and I know I got my ratchet back. There it's there, right? So it was this bolt, which looks familiar to me. It looks like one of the EGR bolts, to be honest with you. Now, I've no way of telling. Now, I know the manifold's been done on that side, so they must have had the EGR off. So it looks to me like that is one of the bolts from it. But it's in there. So I can see the one kind of through those tubes there, but the rest has all got heat shields on. So I'm hoping if it is a bolt that they've just dropped, you know, they've just replaced it. So, but I've no way of telling. So we'll just need to hope that it's all good in the hood, whatever it was for. So it kind of fallen out, so it's probably been trapped, and then all the vibrations, it's just eventually fallen out, man. But it's a bit worrying, isn't it? But I'm sure it'll be fine. There's no fault codes on the car at the minute, and it seems to be okay. The only thing I found was that leaking kind of intake, so hopefully it's just been that O-ring, which is, this is the old one down here. So You can see it, it's just, well, it's not very circular anymore, and there's a wee bit on it somewhere where there's a wee nick right there. Actually, I think it is just a wee, not a nick, but like a flat bit, like it had got trapped. So yeah, so that was the one there. That's the part number for it if anybody wants to get themselves one. Land Rover. I don't even want to talk about Land Rover, right? It's not Land Rover's fault. It was, I will name them, it was Lookers. Right, I will name them. I won't say what one it was, but it was one of the Lookers branches that just left me hanging, man. Left me hanging about the showroom, you know. So I've got the caliper back on, tightened the big bolts up. I didn't use the big Mahusive bar, but I used this one. Right? So it's a 20mm and it's a multi-spline, so don't ugly them to death, and then if you strip them, you know, out with the belt sander or something. Buff the head off it and take the disc and that off and take it off that way. So now we shall crack on. Now I've remembered about the bolt, we shall now crack on with that the rear flexes. So fingers crossed there's no dramas there. Right, so we had a shiny new wheel bearing in there, pads and this all built back up, pads have been greased, slides have been greased. I've greased up those, took those rods off and cleaned there and greased them. Wee bit of sandpaper, wee bit of wire brush, 2 new flexi hoses. I need to put that back on, right, but we need to do some further bleeding, so I've just vacuum bled it at the minute. So that's just been for the drips there, to be honest with you. So I had to put that in there because that other one just disintegrated. So that was there actually, there's bits of it. So there you go. So hopefully there's no more dramas. We just need to top the wheels, road test, final bleed on the brakes, check there's no leaks. Fingers crossed it's all good, but we'll put it down now and we'll check that there's no immediate lights on. With this EGR cooler out the road, because that's very expensive, Volkswagen. So put this back over next to the very expensive turbo, £950 from Volkswagen. So like I said, we need to top the wheels and all that on it, but just going to start it up just a minute and just make sure we don't go nowhere. So we'll come back in a sec. That's good, ABS light has went out, the ABS lights went out there, so that's good. We'll need to top up the brake fluid. The pedal feels nice, but it feels nice, so we need to check your hydraulic system, turn the vehicle off, pump up the pedal. Feels nice and hard when the vehicle is off, then your hydraulic side is okay. If it starts it up, you're getting in very spongy pedal, but it's solid when it's off. You're looking at kind of vacuum issue there. So anyway, we're going to go now at the moment. Obviously we need to road test this thing, just check the brakes, final bleed, top up fluids, all that kind of jazz. And then we're going to give it back to the customer and see. Now I hope, I've done a bit of driving this and it's never moved. I've not done a great deal of mileage, but it's never moved. So hopefully that's not a faulty gauge, because I have seen that a few times. Anyway, thanks for watching. Haven't already, hit a big thumb. Hit subscribe, man. Have yourselves a great old day, man. Hopefully this Range Rover's all done. You hear the pump running like mad on it, and it just does not like being on the lift for whatever reason. I've greased up those suspension levers. I just cannot get it to come back down. I shall turn off and on again, you know. It's like used to phone IT, you know, the big dealer. Having some issues, mate, and the guy would say, have you powered down? Have I powered down? I've unplugged for the wall and I've smashed it to pieces now. So sometimes the control alt delete does work. So for further suspension lift, press race switch and brake pedal 3 times. Look. 1, 2, 3. Access height, yes, go to access height please. Oh, we've got your suspension in extended mode. Come on. No. Finger out machine on this. See what's happening. Yeah, time for the machine. Actually, I know these bags aren't leaking because the motor's been staying up. It was stuck up when they go down. But yeah, the pump is running like crazy, man. So I'd need to take all that back apart to see what on earth I've done. It's got to be it's an AMK pump. It is, I know it is, because it's in that new box and the customer said that it's seen the receipt for it, and I'd need to look back through, but I'm sure I've seen it as well. That's interesting on this one. I think we're going to start with the airbags. I do. Well, anyway, it seems to have come down. The wheel building seems to be all good. Yeah, the brakes are working fine, and I've not had any red light of death on it if I've seen the car. Obviously we had the O-rings, so just need to take it as it is at the minute and see how it goes. So it needs a good wash. It's a beautiful big car, this one. It needs a good old clean. It's got that Sahara and dust still in it, so, and it's no help to being in here for as long, to be honest with you, but it just needs a wee bit of TLC, wee clean, which will be as good as gold. So hopefully the suspension, you know, that needs done. We're going to do something there, and then we'll maybe need to chip away the suspension arm components on it. If one wheel bearings went, surely the other one will not be far behind it probably. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Haven't already, had a big thumb, subscribe, have a great old day, okay?